OG, and well,
they
you
definitely
know,
went.
definitely went very fast.
Definitely won.
So who of you said that 4Clovers was gonna win this?
That was me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, like,
Okay.
I have to have faith in them sometime. I
Yeah.
said it was the other way around all night, but
This
I
is
was
true.
wrong.
Actually, it happens. It happens. They got dominated real fast. Now, was there any point that you can pinpoint, Mother, that it went wrong?
I mean, entire game, early game just went to shreds.
Yeah.
Like OG started dominating from the start, and I said they had to have a really good early game
yeah.
for 4Clovers to have a chance in this game, and they didn't. So
EGM just
Yeah.
kind of walked around and didn't really get anything going. They
Yeah.
had like vision of him everywhere he rotated. Even when he rotated mid to try and snipe the courier, they actually just like used Tusk as a courier.
Use the heroes as the
Yeah,
courier.
and then it's like, okay, what do I do now? You know, like I'm literally like this. Like there was just a bit there where he was just invis walking in and
People
out.
can't see
Yeah.
him.
I
as
know,
you're
but
pointing
like, well, it wasn't a very long game. I'm sure they can remember some of it. Like.
it. This is true. We're watching Scriff look up a replay, and scrolling back
We
through the
want the
entire
one
game.
where the gyrocopter kills everyone.
Then we want the one with the echo slam. Where is that the same?
I think it's the same one.
It's the same one, yeah.
It's
He
the
gets a
same
quarter
one.
kill, I think.
I think it was 11 minutes in or so.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Looking for the replay, guys. No, but that game, I mean, what can you say about that game? Because we actually, I said before the game started, we had, or OG had a series before this one where the first game was about half an hour and the second one was 17 minutes.
Yeah.
And this was kind of like the same story where they take a while the first game, figure out their opponent a bit, seeing all their
destroy them.
weaknesses, and then they know exactly where to hit them, where it hurts in the next game, and just win under 20 minutes.
I think crit on his Tusk as well. Like he just did so many clutch saves. Like there was a few points where I was like, okay, maybe no tail can die here, and then he just like snowballs it back, and then I'm like, okay, well,
Is
He
there
just
a-
buys enough time for them to turn the fight around.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. And when like I don't know, it was just
and
like,
they snowballed back in mid one time,
Mhm.
but they actually both of them got away with like 100 HP.
yeah, exactly. Like he did that top as well. Like,
Yeah,
they
it
really
was just split-second decisions that
So,
turned it around.
sometimes when a team dominates, you can say, like, okay, next time, you're going to ban out that hero for that player. Like, for example, VG Gaming should maybe ban out We has Wind Ranger, We has Meepo. Is there any hero or player combination that you feel like in this game where you feel like, okay, that is the hero you should ban out against this team because that is just...
they seem
just
very
are too strong
comfortable with
it.
their Dazzle and Tusk. I think they allow their cores to go a lot more aggressive.
Mhm.
And like that's their playstyle. You know, you saw in the last game, you saw in this game, like from minute like 10, they just go.
I just think it's not so much the heroes, it's more your strategy. You have to build a strategy around your bans. Because there's so many heroes that actually fill the same roles. So it doesn't really matter that much
Mhm.
who you target.
True.
Because there's always another hero that's almost the same. If you get my drift.
We actually have a replay ready, by the way, so we can go take a look at that one. Well, we
Well.
kind of spoiled what the fight was going to be about.
Well, look, like the game was like 18 minutes long.
Yes,
I'm-
and this is indeed it's 12 and a
This is
half
the
minutes
whole
into
game we're about to
Oops.
see. All right, so they basically snowball in on Nikwa with the Necro 3.
This
Is that 2?
Two.
Is that 2? That's it's 2.
It gets free at 40 minutes, so
But like that's still insane farm.
yeah, it is.
It's actually ridiculous. Now Crit here
He has
He sticks
really
up
good shards.
and the
there.
Fisher on top of that, and then like they have to commit so much for Crit,
yeah,
and he
just
also
buys time with the snowball.
it's ridiculous. Like, you're sure he does die, but it creates the chaos, and then all of a sudden, Miracle's kind of
Yeah, he's gonna go in on the tower soon.
and Moon with another great Fisher. Then the mana burn onto Pycat does so much damage, and then Miracle's like, right, I'm immortal.
I'm
And
going ham, boys.
he's like, you got me.
And Mooney just walks in.
Walks in,
What's up?
Oh
Echoes.
my god,
See ya, boys.
everybody dies.
And that's kind of the story of the game.
everyone dies.
Everyone dies. And I
they
mean,
hold track, but they don't die, so
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
story of the game also, of course, they could have such... It was a pretty long fight, and they could have the long fight because of the sustain of the Dazzle. Talking about the Dazzle, we have a chance to talk to Fly, who was playing the Dazzle in both of the games, actually. So
Nope.
let's hear from him. No? At
Only the
least
second
one.
game.
Hello, Fly.
Hi
Can-
there.
congratulations on actually both of your series also for a different tournament earlier today. It's been a good day.
Thank you. It has been.
So you announced that Monkey Business is going to be OG Gaming, but there's
Yes.
nowhere to be found where OG is actually standing for. At least not that I could find. What does it stand for?
OG, it's pretty much it's your world, and it can be whatever you want it to be.
So we came up with Original Gorilla,
Original gangster.
Alright.
Original
that's pretty good.
Gangsters, Overpowered Gorilla, obviously as an upgrade from a monkey.
I've seen some great ones on on the chat, so some of them we should probably not be said, but
So you leave it open for interpretation.
exactly.
Well, okay, I think that's a good way of doing it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So I hear Miracle's been practicing Invoker. Is there any sign of it coming up soon?
There was one game today where we actually were gonna pick Invoker, but some guy just banned it, and he was kind of baby raging over here.
Ah, okay.
So,
He was really looking forward to playing that.
oh yeah, I mean he's pretty much saying Invoker every second of the day, and then, eventually he's gonna get an Invoker. Nah, it's an alright hero. It has its place in competitive Dota, so I'm sure we'll see it at one point.
Nice.
Good.
So, what do you think about the current meta? Like, is it good? Is it what do you feel about the current meta?
To me, this meta reminds me a bit of TI4 meta, where it was a lot of like 5-manning, but just with more kills, kind of.
Yeah,
So
you can really tell because it looks like a pub game kind of when you just run around in jungle and killing everyone. Like 10 minutes of fighting in the dire jungle, you're like, what is going on? And put on the Benny Hill music.
I mean, that was a classic Alk game. When you have Alk, it's pretty much all you want to do is you want to sit in their woods. So that's
It was
kind
really
of the
good
game.
timing for you guys to enter and take over. So.
Yeah, that was the idea of that game. But I think the meta's pretty interesting. I don't think it's been figured out yet. And especially with the small changes, it's not that small. It changes a lot. It changes drafting process and stuff. And as soon as people figure out how good Doom is.
For sure.
Do you feel like there's enough chance for comebacks
Comebacks?
in this meta? Because if you're saying like TI4 meta, that was of course the meta where, well, if you won early game, you kind of won. the game.
I feel it's pretty hard to have say like one team is winning and they have perhaps a slightly better draft or even draft, then as long as you don't make any big mistakes, you should be able to win. Like game 1, for example, we had a slight, an advantage, and then we pretty much said, all right, the only way we can ever lose this game is if we push high ground like in a stupid way. So, if the team plays discipline, I don't think there's too big of a chance for a comeback.
Okay, a lot depends on the draft then, with that. Well, actually, just have a good night. But we might be talking to you again tomorrow because tomorrow you're playing as well.
Oh
against
yeah,
Monkey Freedom Fighters.
Next time you should definitely grab Miracle. Everybody wants to hear 8K voice. How does he sound? Who's this mysterious 8K?
What is the sound of the 8K? That will be fun. We should try to do that for sure. Hey, but thank you for taking the time to talk to us. I really appreciate it, and have a good evening.
My pleasure. You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. That indeed was Fly from OG, and I think it's very smart to make sure like everybody can choose what it stands for, because look at Digital Chaos. Nobody really cares what what DC stands for, because they make up their own names anyways.
That's true.
Did you think about his name? His nickname is Fly.
Yeah.
He's Fly, and he's OG.
Original Gangsta.
Damn.
What's up?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Let's take a look at the standings. Yeah. There we go. I kind of just wanted to cut that moment. But yeah, with today's games, of course, OG is moving up. Now, they've only played 2 series so far, so we're going to see a lot of OG this week, guys. We have 8 more series to see, and well, 5 of those are going to be with OG.
It's quite even, though. All of the standings are actually very even.
Yeah.
There's no clear victor.
There's no clear
Anything
victor.
could happen right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so Empire, like, I don't know about them, to be honest, but everyone else is kind of like neck and neck, really.
Yeah, Empire's the only one that's looking really shaky right now, and I guess tomorrow we're gonna find out a lot. I mean, if you look at Ninjas in Pajamas, they've played 8 series already, and they lost 2 games and they won. They lost 6 games, as in they lost 3 series and they only won 1. Like 2 games.
No
in
Logic
total.
aren't looking so good either.
No Logic aren't looking so good either. So a lot can still happen. It's all, of course, gonna happen. tomorrow, where we're going to continue with the ASUS ROG Dream League. We're going to be back here at 1800 CET, because it's no longer summertime. Got to remember that one. But of course, before we go, just a quick reminder that you can still go to facebook.com/ROGNordic to fill in your most influential hero of this week's league play, or at least which hero you think is the most influential hero. And then at the end of the week, there will be a victor chosen, but you do have to put in a motivation with your choice. So tomorrow, 1800, we'll be back. We'll see you then. Yeah, we'll see you then.